Tell me what a hurricane is. Olivia.
A hurricane is like something, there's a big wave that comes and it knocks buildings down.
Okay. How about maize? What was maize, Caden?
Corn.
Corn, right.
That makes you go through.
Yeah? Different than that though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What were some of the things that the Mayan people harvested? We talked about they harvested things.
They can harvest tomatoes and carrots and salad.
Okay.
Salad.
What else? What did they use for food? What are some of the things they used for food, Addison?
Fish and corn.
Fish and corn, right. Today we're going to read about the journey to Bakal. We talked that we thought that the journey to Bakal would be like a trip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, some of the stuff that we're going to talk about is, well, one of the words is plane. Does anybody know what a plane is? Not the kind that flies around, but have you heard of ever talk about, like they talk about the planes of,
That's something with no flavor. That's a biome.
okay, okay.
Plains is a biome.
Okay, plains is a biome. Actually, a plain is a large, flat area of land. Like, do you remember ever hear them talk about like the buffaloes roaming the plains?
Oh, yeah. That means land.
Yeah, land. There we go. Another word we're going to talk about is temple. Remember what a temple was?
A temple was like it was shaped like a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
I thought too.
And it was a place where people would worship.
Yeah, and it's just like a church that we have today.
Okay, now here's another good one. Another word is thrilled. Who knows what thrilled means?
Bad.
Thrilled.
I know. What's your skeleton? That means. I know.
What's that mean? What's the word thrilled means? Liam?
It means you're excited about something.
Yeah, you're super excited about something. You're thrilled about it.
Oh, we can't wait for it.
Mhm.
I'm
So today,
so soon for my birthday.
Yep.
Today we're going to talk about
so today we're going to read about the journey to Bakal. Okay. Luckily, although the winds of the hurricanes were very noisy, the storm did not damage Kanal's house very much. A week after the hurricane, Toon announced that his family, this is the largest crop of maize our fields have ever given us. The God of maize has been good to our people. Your mother and I have decided that we should all go to Bakal for the festival of the first star to thank him. Now that we have enough food, I want to offer thanks at the great temple for the good things that the gods have done for us. See here that
Yes.
they're getting excited. See how they're all smiling?
Yes.
They're getting excited.
It's fun.
Well, you can imagine the excitement of Kanal's sister. She kept rushing back and forth between her father and mother, hugging them. Her mother was the most delighted of all. She told them, "Wait until you see Bakal. There is no other place like it." They say, except for, of course, for Pooh, which is the greatest city in the world. But I have seen Bakal, and I can't imagine another place more wonderful. The children knew that their mother had been to Bakal twice before, once with her parents and once with Toon. Going there was a very special occasion because Bakal was so far away. I did not take them long to prepare because the extended family members would make sure that everything at home would be done while they were gone. Early the next morning they all set out. Pick's brothers and sisters, who were too young to make such a long trip, had to stay behind with their mother. But Pick and his father Zook joined Canal's family as they all entered canoes along the riverside. Each canoe had been made by cutting down and hollowing out a giant tree from the forest. The paddles noisily slid through the water. They were all used to traveling this way to other nearby villages. But this time, thought Canal as they moved through the shores, we are going all the way to Bacall. It took them 3 days to reach Bacall. At night they stopped at other small villages, dragging their canoes ashore so they would not drift away. Overnight, the 6 of them would stay with other extended families who could also provide them with food for the night and for the next day. At about noon on the 3rd day, the river brought them out from among the trees into an enormous flat plain. What did we say plain meant?
Oh,
What did we say the plain meant?
land. Land.
Yep. They say they're traveling along.
With mountains and cities. Yeah. A lot.
Canal, Pick, and the rest had never seen anything like this before. It was a giant space without forest covering it. The 2 fathers, knowing this, stopped paddling so the young people could stare. What does it mean to stare?
Look at it. Like this. Look at them.
Like this.
Does it
Like
staring means when you look at someone for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and staring means that if you're staring at somebody and they don't like it, just stop staring at it.
Okay. Toon told them, many rivers flow into this plain and right through it. So the far side, some of them join into a mighty river that flows all the way to the great water. By this, he meant to the ocean, which none of them had ever seen. They resumed their paddling, and a few hours later, Zook called out in excitement, "Look, everyone, it's Bacall." He pointed out into the distance, and the others strained to see what he could see. They could make out high, bright red towers. They were all thrilled to see this. The best part of the moment was hearing the excitement in his brother's voice, for Zook rarely let himself get excited. A few more hours brought them very close to the edge of the great city. As they came closer and closer, they could see more and more canoes and other boats crowded into the water and other streams and tributaries. That is, there are small rivers that join each other together. By the time they reached Bacall, the water was covered with people and boats, and there were so many people approaching from other directions. Bacall has everything their parents said it was. Pick called over his shoulder to Canal, "I can hardly wait to see all of this. We are very lucky to even have a chance to come here." Toon grabbed the canoe and pulled it ashore. "Tomorrow we will see the greatest tower for ourselves. Then you will truly be able to see the wonders of Bacall."
It's done.
Okay, now we're going to quietly go back to our seats, okay?